Assalamualaikum to Dr. Tahira Bibi and everyone. We are from Group BA1175B and the title of our assignment is about poor work-life balance in the work because of pandemic COVID-19 in 2022. These are members of our group of 6 people. I am Siti Ranisa binti Hazrin and I will present about introduction of poor work-life balance. These days, exhausted employees at work is a popular issue. Employer burnout occurs when workers become tired at work. It is a psychological process that develops because of ongoing stress or longer work hours. All employees, whether they are at a higher or lower level, are also required to work while they are exhausted. Especially in human resources, burnout and tiredness are familiar because of team training under the weight of too many tasks and commitments. In addition, employees experience burnout when their physical or emotional reserves are exhausted. Other times, employee expectations of themselves or personal circumstances are more to blame to burnout. Besides that, burnout can worsen pre-existing diseases like heart difficulties, mental health issues, and memory loss or promote unfavorable health consequences. Then, employee burnout can have an impact on production, and if they leave, it will cost money to find replacement and train new workers. Employee burnout is a severe problem that needs to be identified so that companies can quickly find a solution.
About the factors lead to the issue. The first point is age or years of experience. It has long been debated whether or not employee burnout is significantly influenced by age. The 3 elements of burnout are significantly connected with age, where younger workers are more prone than older workers to feel emotionally drained and experience depersonalization. Next is personality. Workers who are perceptive and sympathetic or who experience anxiety and obsession are more likely to burn out. This occurs more commonly among employees who have inflated expectations for their professional success and achievements. Next, gender. Women are more prone than men to report burnout and to feel emotionally worn out. Meanwhile, men are more likely to mention depersonalization. Next, workload. Burnout is highly correlated with workload, overload, unreasonable demands, and time constraint, all of which have been determined to be contributors to emotional exhaustion. The next point is underwork. There are many ways to explain underwork, such as not being sufficiently challenged at work, not having enough to do, not being interested in the duties at hand, or trying to appear busy to make up for the lack of work. Next point is physical environment. Workers are more likely to experience burnout when there is crowding. For example, an unpleasant physical workplace where workers are subjected to noise. Last but not least is conflict. Although conflict can arise for a variety of reasons, it is likely to exacerbate by the perception that one has too much work to do and not enough resources to do it with.
Impact of poor work-life balance on mental health. Employees who are unable to strike a good balance between their professional and personal life will be subjected to unnaturally high level of stress for extended periods. It has been established that continuous stress can have significant negative impact on both the physical and emotional welfare of individuals. An increased risk of anxiety, sadness, and mood problems can be caused by burnout on the job. The second impact of poor work-life balance on workplace productivity, employees are asked to effectively perform 2 jobs at the same time when they are put in position where they are forced to perform their professional duties. The reason why the employee has a problem showing good work because of heavy workload. Heavy workload also can lead to customer dissatisfaction because of the quality of service provided to customers is not too good. The third impact of poor work-life balance is on health. We tend to get less sleep and put in more hours as well as a result of the increased pressure that comes with the modern life. Even though it does harm our health, one of the harmful poor work-life balance on health is an increased likelihood of developing coronary heart disease and stroke.
The first existing solution is to enforce the work-life balance policy. This work-life balance policy was created by the government to reduce the burden of the workers who do not have the work-life balance. So we need to enforce this policy because there are still a certain organization doesn't implement this policy in the organization. The second solution is to be productive. The employee will have underwork due to being new in the organization. So underwork can make the employee less efficient and less skilled than the other. So new employee need to stand out by being active in the organization. The last solution is creating an app. So this app need to be filled out by the employee about the outcome, stress level, and working time, so the employers can monitor the worker health.
For analysis of solution, overworking is a problem that the majority of employees have encountered at some time during their life.
First, the work-life balance policy are essential incentives that require employees to organize their life outside of work. Second, balanced practice are deliberate organizational change in organizational program are culture designed to reduce work-life conflict. Third, schedule flexibility. This enables the employee may change his or her work schedule for accommodate family commitment, such as coming late on days when the parent must drive a child to school.
Second point is improve communication with coworkers. Communicate with them in a respectful, clear, cooperative, and confidential manner to gain their trust. Second, communication helps management better understand the objective of employees as well as what encourage worker. Number 3, others will be able to read this indication if you can. When you don't have control over your emotion, this could work against you. Any kind of transaction when you lose your control put you at the disadvantage.
Recommendation and justification. So, firstly, poor work-life balance show that job is generally beneficial to one's mental and physical health and well-being. Work can increase exercise and create a daily routine, as well as provide a sense of meaning and purpose, foster relationships and a sense of community, and enable financial freedom. A healthy work-life balance has several advantages, including less stress, a lower chance of burnout, and a stronger sense of well-being. This benefits both employees and employers. Work-life balance has become increasingly difficult to achieve as a result of technological advancements. It is practically impossible to entirely leave the workplace, which can cause a blurring of the lines between work and personal life. In order to prevent burnout because of workloads, we have to admit that there is no such thing as a perfect work-life balance. As a worker, we have to strive for a realistic schedule rather than a perfect one. In addition, employers should raise awareness through education programs that educate employees the value of work-life balance can be quite beneficial. This program informs employees that the organization values work-life balance as much as it does job productivity. Next is set strict boundaries so that you can commit sufficient time to these high-priority individuals and activities. It will then be easier to determine what has to be cut from the timetable. That's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, work-life balance and work-life integration are significant challenge for organizations to address in today's world. So all parties such as government, employers, and employee play an important role in addressing this problem so that each party can achieve their goals.